girl was a real crowd pleaser. Small world, all the friends know me. Young fool living like a old geezer. Release the cash, watch it fall slowly. Black Beatles, Black Beatles.
Good morning, everyone. It is December 24th, 2016. It is Christmas Eve, and we are going to talk covered call videos. Hey, I do this once a week. I do this as much as I can. I find time on my Saturday and Sunday mornings to give you just that little bit of motivation, inspiration. Maybe you see something in what I do that you could benefit from. And when you watch my videos, it gives me that motivation to do the next one. And I also read your feedback. And right now I got two videos that I have to do. One of them is on weekly covered calls and deep into money calls. We're going to do weekly covered calls today. How I generate income week after week after week writing weekly covered calls. Okay, so hey, thank you for coming to my channel. I play that Metallica song for a motivation because I'm going to ask the question today, what motivates you? See, I'm a guy that if I get motivated and I have that good energy, I am unstoppable in my mind. I got a covered call millionaire mindset, and I am going to I'm going to grab onto it and I'm going to go. And that's why I play that video, because I definitely understand that a lot of this with the covered call strategy and millionaire mindset, you just flat out need motivation. You need to be inspired. And I hope I'm doing that for you. Hey, look, I want you to hit subscribe. I want you to get that email that says I did this video, and I want you to keep watching them. I know people have been watching this one right here, how I make weekly covered call income. And we're going to talk about that today, okay? So I want you to hit that subscribe button. Do it right now. And I also want you to hit like. Tell me you like the video. Hit that like button right now. Bang it, bang it. Okay? Let's talk a little bit before I get into that. Let's talk about that. What is it that motivates you? Because money, at the end of the day, money is an ends to a means. It's a heartless, soulless piece of paper that we use to get by. And the song I played today is Bread Van, which is actually, it basically talks about the moral dilemma on what we do with money, whether we keep it, we give it away, we spend it, and ultimately we need to free ourselves from it. We live in right now it's Christmas Eve, and you have a billion people hitting the stores today just to give a present. Ask 10 people on the street what the meaning of Christmas is at this moment in the mall. I'll tell you what they're going to say. They're not going to say, the traditional religious meaning or even Santa. They're going to say, hey, the meaning of Christmas to me right now is getting that gift for, Uncle Joe. Because if I don't get that, hell to be paid, or somebody's going to be upset. So how does money affect us? I want you to think about that, okay? Well, in the case of me, I am blessed in the sense that I'm not living off of every nickel I make with covered call writing. To me, covered call writing and the money I make is a scorecard. It's the scoreboard to whether I'm successful at what I'm doing. Okay? The money will come. You need experience. You need financial education. The money is a scoreboard for how you're doing. And if you're not doing it right, it will let you know. Okay? So I want you to think about this going into 2017. What motivates us? What motivates you? And if you want to be that covered call millionaire, if you want to have the ends meet much easier, get motivated. Learn this stuff. Get experience. Okay? All I can do is offer up my experiences and my videos, and I hope you get a little bit from it. So let's jump right into our weekly covered call income video. Not going to be too long on this because I did do a weekly covered call video. I want you to see that. I'll put the link below. But here's the idea. Here's the idea behind it. We want to buy a stock, okay? We want to write the next Friday or maybe 2 weeks out, okay? And we want to collect, that nice little premium. And we want to do this every week, every 2 weeks, okay? And we don't care if our shares are taken away from us because we're going to buy the shares or buy the option back and we're going to write another one. It's about repetition, okay? It's about flow. Got to have it flow like water, okay? It's not where we're going to buy it. We're going to write the 1 month or 3 month covered call and just sit back on our hands and watch it. It is about being active and dynamic. And in the case of MPC, I'm going to show you, if we were to buy the shares today, we could actually write a 2 week call, pick up $1, which turns out to be about 3% on a 2 week trade. You extrapolate that out to 52 weeks, and you could see that's going to be a huge percentage gain. But for me, I look at it like, hey, how is that going to my bottom line? And if I have $10,000 or $20,000 to do this, looking at this 1 week covered call on MPC, I can see that I can make a couple $100 per week doing this time and time again. So let's take a look. So one of the things we want to look at, obviously it's short term. I got the 1 year, year-to-date chart, and you could see some good news has come out with MPC. It looks like they might do a split with the company. I talked about that in an MPC video earlier this year. And things are on the up. We got oil up. MPC is up. They've increased their production. A lot of things are good right now. So if you buy the shares and you write that forward-looking covered call out of the money, there's a chance they may get there. You have your shares taken away. But, hey, I don't have a crystal ball. So I'm just like you. I'm taking a chance. What we do is we do our research, we do our homework, so we can essentially minimize that risk. And on the face of it, what do you have? You have MPC. We have an upward moving chart. We have some good news. Okay? They're in a good sector that's moving higher with some good news. Although it is volatile, it is volatile. They have less shares outstanding. So you're going to get movement. I've seen MPC move $3-4 either way. You have to have the conviction to stick with it. Okay? And that comes with experience. With experience, with experience, we can also sort of get that conviction. We can understand where the trade's going. We don't have to be fearful. Okay? So this thing's setting up for me. I'm looking at it like, okay, I like this. I just told you what I liked about it. Let's go over to the options now. So if you go to Yahoo's option area and you select the drop down, you could see 2 weeks from now, on January 6th, on that Friday, I could write. Now remember, right now the stock is at 50.78. Okay? I could write the 51 or 51.50, love that. And look what I can get. I can get $1 here. I can get $1. I can get 67 cents here. I think this one here at 52, I think that's going to be a bad reading right there. That doesn't look right because the 52.50 to the 51.50, 2 cents, I don't see that. So that's probably going to be a bad reading there. Go to Fidelity, go to Google, try to get another reading on that, okay? Ultimately, you're going to find out what your option price is when you go to your brokerage and you select it. It's going to show it to you in real time. But looking at this, I'm saying, hey, I don't like the interest. That's the only thing I don't like here. I usually like that to be about 100. Okay, most people will tell you we want open interest to be 100 so we can get in and out of a trade. We can do a limit order and it'll get sucked up. Okay, say I write the call for $1.05 and this thing falls down to, let's say, a dime. Look, if you don't have open interest, you're not going to be able to sell it, and you may not be able to get somebody to buy it back. So, little tidbit of information, write this note down. You're looking for open interest of 50, 75, 100 and above. And usually with the big stocks like Microsoft, you have thousands of people interested. So look for that open interest of 100 here, so we can write some limit orders. Okay. So here, right here. So this is a 2-week. We write the out of the money. We pick up a quarter there, essentially. Okay, a quarter there, plus the buck. Okay. That's going to be about a 3% ROO in 2 weeks. We have our shares taken away. We make 3% cash on cash in 2 weeks. You know, hey, I'll take that every time, and we move on. You have 300 shares. You just made $300. Okay, we make $300 every 2 weeks. I think you could be happy with that. Okay, so you want to pick stocks that have some open interest, so you can get it in and out of them. Okay, you want to have stocks that have weeklies. You know, not everybody has weeklies. I bought Unilever, what seemed to be about a month and a half ago, looking for a little swing trade. I think I told you this. And it didn't have good options. And I said, man, are you kidding me? So I actually sold Unilever at a loss. I lost like $400 just so I can get into like a Las Vegas Sands or a Microsoft or a Nike. So I can write weekly and monthly covered calls. So I can generate income while I own the shares. You know, I'm at this point now where I'm like, I want to own the stock, but I also want to be smart, writing my calls and collecting that side income that otherwise you don't collect. You know, I've watched MPC go from 51 to 48 to 51 to 48. And I'm sitting there holding the shares, making nothing. One day I feel good at 51. One day I feel bad at 58. But if I'm writing calls all the way, I'm picking up that extra $300 every single time. And when the stock eventually gets to 51, 52, if I've done it right, I get the stock appreciation. And there I got a little side pile of cash that I've written calls. It is the side of Wall Street nobody talks about. Hey, I've talked about this before. Brokers have no interest unless you're a huge client to do covered calls. Why? Because if you're going to buy a new stock to do it, they're going to collect money there. They're going to write the call for you. They're going to collect money there. Then when they sell the call, sell the shares, they collect money there. They get you 4 ways. Okay? So they're not going to promote that because it exposes them. That's why we are weekend warriors, weekend investment warriors. We do our homework. We make good trades. Okay? We learn. We get experience. Okay? And that is the lesson for today. There's not much more I could say about weekly calls. You really do need to find the sweet spot of what makes you feel good. I just don't want you to go down that road of finding super light float stocks, meaning they don't have much stock on the market. You know, they fluctuate huge. You pick up the huge covered call premium, but you find yourself holding just a risky play. I'd rather have you do your research on an S&P 500 that does weeklies, so at least you could go to sleep at night. If the stock is down a little bit, you know that it's a good company. You know that Wall Street buys it. Okay? That starts our homework. Then you look at the chart. You'd love to see that chart in an upward trend. Okay? You'd love to be able to get some nice weekly premiums and write that out of the money strike. Okay? Collect it. We get the stock appreciation as well. Again, it's about repetition. Once we write the call, we let it go. We let it expire or we buy it back. Right? If the real money in the stock and the premium are essentially zeroed out, we then write the next covered call where we cover the real cost in our buyback with the new premium, or we flat out just sell the shares, Xing out the real money. We then have that money to then buy another stock, write another weekly call. Okay? So that is the plan. That is the strategy. So with that said, I want you to get that experience. I want you to get that homework. Okay? Because once you get that, you'll be all right. Hey, I hope you learned something. And as we get into 2017, what motivates you? Because a lot of this is about motivation. You know, you have cats that you have folks in different stages of their life. You have people that want to just make ends meet. Maybe they just want to have that extra to go on a vacation. Maybe it is real retirement money. Or you have just some cat out there right now that is scrappy. He wants to get there, and he's taking this information and he's absorbing it and he's learning. Wherever you're at, be motivated. Motivation for me keeps me going, keeps these videos going, because I know somebody out there right now is hitting the like button on this video. They're banging the like button because they like what they heard. They want to hear it again. They hit the subscribe button. Hey, I ain't shilling for nobody. I ain't selling nothing. Do it. Because as I see you do that, gets me motivated to do this video. Hey, my next video, we're going to talk about how my year is ending up. I have 5 covered calls right now that are in the money. I'm going to have to make a decision, let them expire. So my year right now, I'm sitting on my hands because I have stock plays that are definitely in the money, and I am just in a spot right now. So we're going to talk about that. So, hey, I'm going to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas. I do hope you have a safe and happy New Year's. Probably won't be doing anything next week because I will be finding myself down in Pasadena, have to go to the Rose Bowl, have to see my Penn State Nittany Lions play. And boy, I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a safe and prosperous 2017. Hey, stick with it. You can do it. Okay? So, hey, until next time, I hope all your covered calls are profitable.